Hi, this is Professor Favors with part two. So we are preparing the working annotated bibliography for MLA format. And so this is just a preparation document. It's the part two of the process for how to assess the information. And that is a way for you to create the MLA formatted entry for the working annotated bibliography. So you're going to use this document in coordination with the following documents. So that's your Purdue OWL resource. That's a PDF, the single worksheet if you feel like you need it, the video which represents part one where you are searching information for the required sources, and then the working annotated bibliography sample that is going to actually be part three. So we're going to do sample formatting with this part two. So these are the Purdue OWL guidelines. They are subject to fair use. Remember, if there is an author or editor um, in the source, last names first, and then article name in quotation marks. The title of the website would be in italics. Any version numbers, if it applies, publisher information, publisher name, publishing date. Then take note of any page numbers, the DOI or the URL here, and then the date you accessed the material. So while not usually required, saving this information is highly recommended. Okay, so here's a sample in terms of the annotated bibliography entry for a formatted electronic source. So if we were citing, say, for the full website, it will be the Purdue OWL family of sites, the Writing Lab and OWL at Purdue and Purdue U, comma, here's your date, publication date 2008, URL information, and then the date you accessed it. Okay. So in part one, I showed you how to search for information, and we landed on this page here that you see. And understanding that this is going to be the page that you feel like you're going to want to get information from. So let's start in terms of formatting this source. Okay, it's a little tricky here. Okay, so we understand from part one that Tarana Burke is the actual author of the article that um, we saw at the end of this web page. So Burke, Tarana, period. Okay. And so the title, the information, the page that we landed on has information from the founder. And then after this is the word inception. So open quotation marks from the founder, colon, inception. Okay. This information is housed, looks like on this page here, history and inception. It may also be, I forgot what it was, but um, find out about us or something like that. Okay, so italics, okay, and then history and inception. And you can choose italics here by clicking the I button here. Okay. We didn't find any information concerning publication dates or anything like that, so we just keep going. So me too, movement organization. Okay. This should be in double space, so we can easily just hit enter. When we hit enter, um, let me see. I'd rather try to make this actually double space. Okay, so 2.0, and then make sure when you go back into the up and down arrow, you remove space after paragraph so that it's an actual double space. Okay, so when you need to make the second and subsequent lines indented, hit the enter button where you see the pointer is, and then click tab. Okay. So we don't have any publication date or anything like that. So Based upon this website address, we're going to type in Me Too, move, what is that? Me Too, MVMT.org. Get to know, oh, that's what it was. Get to know us, history, and then inception, period. Okay. So that's your website address. And usually you should be able to just type in that website address, and there's a comma here. Sorry about that. And then we access this information 04 March 2003. Okay. Go back to the front of that line, hit the tab button, and then it should give you the information, tab over. And once you finish the entry, then it's summary, right? Content here, assessment, right? Content here, okay? And then reflection, right? Content here. So the summary is essentially all the information that you just summarize what you see on the page. Assessment could be something that you see that is unique about the page, that you feel like something that you want to pay attention to yourself, call attention to. And then reflection is essentially it's how you may want to use the resource later. So for instance, you can create one sentence saying, I don't find this resource useful for me right now, um, in terms of me wanting to make any decisions long term. So I will consider it for a future project. Of course, it's important for you now because it is part of your assignment. Okay, so here's a screenshot how we found the information. Now, get to know us right here, history and inception. You could easily put that here, get to know us, okay, and then history and inception, and that would be the page that you got the information on. Okay, make sure that it's all aligned. All right. So let's look at the Blue Lives Matter article so we understand that we do have an author here. Okay, so Guaria Matthew. So we do have an author. And so then the title that you see here is two parts. So it has the main title and then a subtitle. So open quotation marks, Blue Lives Do Matter. So all major words are capitalized. Hit the hyphen button twice. That's the problem. You don't need a space in between you hitting the hyphen button because you want it to elongate. And then add a colon. And then how police identity trumps public interest. Period. Period, close quotation marks. Now, remember in your main document, you will format for double space. This is just a demonstration document for right now. So move the pointer where you see here, hit the enter button, then the tab button. Okay. So then this is housed on Made by History. So hit the italics tool, Made by History. Okay. Really don't see anything else. Add a period. So then the publisher sponsor information will be the Washington Post. Okay. Comma. There is a date of publication here. So 30 November 2017, comma. And then there is a URL here that you can copy and paste. I'm just going to go ahead and type it here, but you can typically just copy and paste. So WashingtonPost.com news made by history /WP /2017 /11 /Y hyphen blue lives hyphen matter / and then you add your period there. Okay, go back to the beginning of that line, hit the tab button, and it should go over. Okay, you access this 04 March 2003 period. Let's go to Black Lives Matter Movement Organization. And I think I have like two for those individuals who just want to know the difference between how to access a particular page. Okay. So we do not have an author here, so therefore we don't need to worry about it. So then it's open quotation marks, Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation statement on the murder of Tyree Nichols. Okay, close quotation marks. This is housed, as I noted in part one, under the news or news. So that's in italics, news. Okay, take off the italics now and then add period. Okay, don't forget that this should be in double space. So double space, then go back again, remove space after paragraph, go to the beginning of the line, click the enter button, hit the enter button, then click tab. Okay. And then Black Lives, the sponsoring organization, Black Lives Matter Movement Organization. Okay. There is a publication date, so 27 January 2023. And then the URL is fairly long, but we're going to type it in. So blacklivesmatter.com, black, you can see that. Okay. Black hyphen lives hyphen matter hyphen global network hyphen foundation hyphen statement hyphen on the hyphen murder hyphen of Tyree Nichols. Okay. / and then period. Okay. And then you accessed it 04 March 23. Okay. So we go back to those initial lines, hit the enter button, and it should go, and then hit the tab button here. Then here's another sample just in case you wanted to access the Transparency Center. Again, we do not have an author. So open quotation marks, say for instance, we just want to take something from welcome. Okay, period, close quotation marks. And then this is the actual website does have the tab Transparency Center. So italics, this is the title of the website, BLM, Transparency Center. Take off the italics, period. Okay. Then we understand that this is the Black Lives Matter Movement Organization, period, comma. And then there is no publication date or anything like that. Sometimes if there's a last update, last revision date, it will be at the bottom of the article or bottom of the screen. So since we do not have that, we base it on what we have. And so then we now need the URL. So I'm just going to type it, blacklivesmatter.com /transparency / period. Okay. Again, make sure that we are creating a double space and then go back in and remove space after paragraph. Go to the second line, front of that second line, hit enter, and then hit the tab button. Okay, so then we access this on 04 March 2023. Okay, then the last one is on civil disobedience, and this is an ebook. So I didn't necessarily go over this in class, but we're going to go over it here now as an example. And so we have this information. Books like on the duty of civil disobedience tend to be initially print books. And so we usually treat them still as books. In this case, this is an ebook. So we do have an author, Henry David Thoreau, T-H-O, scroll down a little bit, Thoreau, comma, Henry David, period. And so since we have not opened the work to see what a sample chapter would be, we don't necessarily need that. We can just treat it as a print source and in terms of ebook. So we just italicize the title of the work, which is On the Duty of Civil Disobedience. Okay. Take off the italics, period. Okay. We do have the publisher for this book, or sponsor or publisher, will actually be uh, Project Gutenberg. Okay, but we need to make sure that we reference this as an ebook first. So ebook, period, based upon a sample that you see here, comma, and then Project Gutenberg here, comma, and then the data publication. We actually do have a data publication that I really want to um, uh, sort of put here. Doesn't seem like it's necessary. Looks like we only need to pay attention to the most recently updated. So we're just going to put 2001-8, period. And it seems like based on the sample, that's really all we needed. That's all the information that we need. Okay. So this is taking, this is part two, preparing the working annotated bibliography for MLA format, the four sources. One is for citing the website, right? And then the other is for citing ebook. Go to part three.